Hello, this is Karl Dakin, and this is a successful funding show, but it's not our regular show. This is a very special episode because we have with me today, live in person, Omar the Great. So come on stage, Omar.
Hello, Carl. I am here, the host of Zuberty. Made it to Colorado to meet the Money Man.
Yes, so Omar is doing an international tour of all the guests he's had on his show over the last how many months?
Oh, I've been doing it for like 3 years now.
For 3 years, 36 months. I
Yep.
can do the math because I'm not money guy. And
Yep.
he decided he would start with the top guest, me, and then he's going to work his way down to lesser guests. And so, for all those of you who he'll see later, we'll see you later.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
welcome to the show, Omar. I'm glad to have you with me this morning.
Exactly. It's good to do it in person, but this is actually my first in-person interview on a podcast, so it's amazing.
Wow. So this is a first.
Exactly.
I like doing first because I work a lot with startups and innovation and first kind of technologies and businesses.
Yeah.
So no, this is good. Omar's been doing his own podcast on Zuberty. This is this card here.
And then show them the QR code first.
Importantly, this here.
The links will be below, right? The links.
I gotta hold it like this so that
So you guys can scan it.
not blocking the QR code, but everybody can see that here. We'll come up here and we'll make it very, very hopefully visible. Maybe we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Because this is first of time and we do a lot of experimentation when we're first because we never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Definitely. I'm happy to be here and doing an experiment too. And also, I'm going to be doing in-person interviews pretty soon too, but this is the first. And it's always good to see how these act and how they go by.
Right. So I'm in Centennial, Colorado, and Omar is from
Phoenix.
From Phoenix. Now, for the first time, I thought he's in India, and I don't know why I was. I thought it was so great that he would get out of bed early in the morning to interview me to be on a show. But this is all part of the return from COVID, where we're now touching, talking, breathing the same air together,
Yep.
and feeling safe that we're all good in this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's always great to get out and see people and then be able to do shows like this. Definitely. Yeah. Arizona is like an hour and a half flight from here. And so I was like, it's so close, I can even touch it. So I was like, let me go there.
Yeah, you can look on the map and it's only this far away.
Exactly. You're sleeping on the airplane and then you blink, you're there already. It's like you're ready. They give you a cookie and then you're there. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
They don't give you anything else unless you pay for it. But that's another unfortunate part of it.
Actually, it happened on the American Airlines though. They gave me a free cookie, but no, nothing to pay for. No, nothing else extra.
Yeah.
A tiny cookie. That's all. So.
Yeah, no.
But, yeah.
I was in Austin earlier this week and they gave me these little graham cracker wafers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, I'm full. I'm fully nutritious for the entire day.
Yeah.
They're like a high protein bar in
Yeah.
these itty bitty little pieces.
exactly. They're so tiny there, but yeah, that's good. Definitely. Awesome.
So anyway, I am so happy that Omar would put me on his guest list and he could come to my studio here, the Successful Funding Studio, for this very short special episode today. Because Omar has a lot more people to see. He knows a number of people here in the Colorado, Denver metro area. So he's out and about. And at the same time, this is a big day in my schedule again, because I have to be part of a conference on investment crowdfunding later today called Super Crowd 25. So by the time you see this, you'll be able to see the recording of that conference because it'll already be over.
Yeah.
But that's the way we work. We work with current time, future time, past time. It's all part of today.
Exactly. And I was gonna say, Carl was on my show. Do we really know them? It was a good interview. We got to know him. And you have that puppet. Do you happen to have that puppet with you?
It's not near so.
Don't worry, but the puppet, that was cool. We've never had a puppet, and Carl really knows how to deal with puppets. And the clues on Zooperly were amazing too. I think you did one.
I did.
But that was amazing. So that's awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, so tell everybody a little bit more about your show.
Yeah.
And so then they'll know why they should go to that QR code and sign up.
All right, I have a couple of shows. The first show is called Zoom Party. It's a Jeopardy show and been going on actually for 5 years. And hopefully this spring we'll do something in person. The other show is called Do We Really Know These People from LinkedIn? We started out with a couple of people. Matt Allen is one of them. Carl, I don't remember what number you were, but you were somewhere in the. I've done over 50 shows, so you are in. We know season 3. Season 4 is about to start, and this is gonna be part of season 4 because it's gonna air in September because it is September, you know. And by then we'll have more guests, and so amazing surprises. We might do more in-person interviews. We might do 2 people. We might do different things, and so that'll be amazing. You know, we might even go to outer space or down the sea. So we never know.
Yeah, now with modern technology, it's all possible. I'm looking for you to go up in Jeff Bezos' capsule and give us a broadcast. You know,
That'd be good. That'd be good.
and it's what? It's only $5 million of a ticket or something.
That'd be good.
Omar is making so much money from sponsorship that we even invited him, you know, to make sure he had the Costco label on his water, Kirkland, you know. So not that they're sponsoring our show. We want to be sure that we've got a full disclaimer, but the invitation is standing there for them to take up if they would like to do so.
Exactly.
So anyway, his shows are so much fun. Mine tend to be all about raising funding, which tends to be less fun. but yeah, we have worked together with Don Cohen, who trained me, mentored me, and he's doing a show later today, I believe, also in about an hour.
Correct. Actually, this evening we're going to be doing a show with him.
And you're going to do a special show this evening again?
It's actually going to be taped as well too, but yeah, we're going to edit this part.
So
Outtakes.
yeah, so also you can watch that on recording after the fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything we do, we not only do it live because it's a better quality show. We think it's more spontaneous and more fun. But we record everything, so it goes up. It's going to be posted. Your shows are on YouTube and LinkedIn,
Correct.
and so are mine.
Yes.
And so as a result, if you happen to be in a different time zone, different place, or you had something more important to do than listen to us live, which is hard to imagine, but whatever that might be, you can go back and watch us at a later point in time.
Exactly. What better thing you got to do than watch Omar and Carl? We have the shows, the Money Man and the Quiz Show guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, anything else other than that, and then I get to ask questions for people from LinkedIn. Do we know these people? We dig in their brains, as Leslie Flowers says. And yes, we're gonna dig Don Cohen's brain tonight and ask him some questions.
Right, yeah. So Don is next up. That means he's number 2. I'm number 1. Just keep that in mind as we talk about guests on his show. Yeah, you know, Don teaches people how to do podcasts. He uses live stream more so than a podcast format, which means that you're talking to your audience and the audience has a chance to participate. So you know, this one, it was not planned, staged, or scheduled for that sort. This is all going to be a podcast modality.
Mhm.
But ordinarily, then you have guests come in and the whole thing just kind of boils up and it's all kinds of even more interesting because you're working with the people that you're sharing information with.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. But I'm often a guest and I'm a volunteer guest on all kinds of shows on entrepreneurship, small business, raising funding. And I enjoy talking and sharing information about how to raise money and my motivated money method, which is what I'll be talking about later today. It gets interesting sometimes as a guest where you're supposed to show up and not overshine or make your host look bad.
Yeah.
Omar doesn't do that. Don't worry about that. So if you get an invitation from Omar to be on a show, first accept and then ask questions later because
Exactly.
it's one of those bucket list things, or they now call them life list.
Yes,
It's a new term I like much better. than
Exactly.
bucket list. I'm old enough now that when people say bucket, I start looking for mine, and I don't want to go there. You know? But it's an event that you don't want to miss. It's a lot of fun, and basically you're recorded for posterity. You're now searchable on the internet. If you're in a witness protection program, you don't want to go on his show. Everybody's going to see it. This is going to be used. Everything we're talking about today is going to help you understand why you should go and watch Zoom Party with Omar. It's all great fun.
Amazing, amazing. I also want to go to the point where you always said, "Where in the world is Omar?" I remember I mentioned that. I did go around the world, right?
Yes, you
I went
did.
to Turkey. I went to England. Met some people there before. They were some of them in person online. I went to Bosnia, and that is the question to ask: where in the world am I? And today I am in. Where am I?
Centennial,
No,
Colorado,
no, no.
which is a southeast suburb of Denver, which is in Colorado, which is in the United States for those who are world travelers but haven't come to the United States or Colorado. Thank you for being here on the show. Welcome you to come and see Omar's show. And if you, all you got to do is go online, put in Omar, O-M-A-R. You can put in Zoom Party, but some people can't spell that. Do a search on Omar, you'll probably find him easily in LinkedIn or on YouTube.
Yep.
And lots of great shows going back. He's got all kinds of fun things he does with his shows, diving into people's lives, having quiz and game contests, proving that you may not be as smart as a 5-year-old. All those things are available. Anything else you want to add before we call it a day here?
I think we're good. Yeah, I think we mentioned all the points here. I appreciate you allowing me to be in your studio and do an in-person podcast, the first one. And so when this airs, it'll be an interesting event. So definitely, all the links will be below. You can catch me, Omar M or Zubardi. Make sure to add 2 O's, not 3 or 4 O's, right? Because they'll get something else there. And we don't want you to get to those websites. So, and appreciate you again allowing me to be in your studio here for the Motivated Money Man. And absolutely. Thank you, Karl.
Take care, everyone.
Just going to take a picture from here down as well. Yeah, you can turn it on. No, yeah.
I'm going to try to figure, did I actually turn the recording on? It says I'm
Oh,
recording.
yeah.
Yeah, this is. Recording on. It says I'm recording.
Yes. Oh, God, that's funny. This is recording. Yeah, this is recording.
I hope that recorded
Outtakes.
correctly. Please start. We just kind of wave and talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So
There he is.
there you go.
I'm here with Karl from that Money Motivated show. He's here.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? He's here. Zumbirdi host with the Motivated Money guy. Yes.
Yeah,
Karl.
we're happy that Omar is finally coming out and visiting us instead of doing all that online stuff. So he's doing a national, international tour, and those who are most important, Omar will be visited first. I think I'm number 1, and then he's going to be meeting with some people later today who are 2, 3 down on his list. But
he's top from Donald, so I met you first. Yeah. Donald will meet you soon. All right, there we go.
my yard tonight
Yeah.
as a fundraiser. Please come over.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so we slammed that into yesterday's schedule.
Oh,
We go-
barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was basically inviting everybody as a fundraiser for his campaign,
Yeah.
which is going on.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets up, he's in the speech, Let's do this. Hi, this is Karl Dakin, and this is a special episode of the Successful Funding Show. And the reasons why it's special is because I have with me today, live in the audience, Omar with Zuperty, and he is with me today. Come on board, Omar. Good to see you.
Good to have you on the program. I'm happy to be here. First in-person interview.
Yes, so Omar is doing an international world tour where he's visiting all the guests that he's had on his show. And he started with me because I'm the best and he wanted to start. And actually, he's using me as a practice dummy and he's going to get better over time. But I've been a guest on Omar's show in the past, and he's now visiting different people. So those of you who aren't familiar, this is his program, and you can find it here if you can on the QR code. Hopefully that's visible, seeable, and you can do that. But yeah, he had me on where he did kind of like This Is Your Life, Karl. It was a very short, boring show, but most of his guests are much more entertaining than me. And then he also does game shows where he'll have you provide the answers to quiz questions that he throws out there. And I came up with some arcane answers, which may or may not have been guessable by the guest on those shows. So but I'm so happy you're with me today. Omar, tell people a little bit about yourself because we're gonna tell people more.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, Carl, thank you for allowing me to be on the show and being on the Motivated Money. I've always wanted to be on your show and do a show in person. So I flew all the way from Arizona to Colorado to be with you and do this wonderful program. My name's Omar. I'm in Arizona. I've been there for maybe 30 years, over 30 years, almost 30 years there. And I do a quiz show called Zoo Party, as Carl was mentioning on the card here. And then make sure you do the QR code here as well. It's a quiz show like Jeopardy. Carl was nice enough to record some clues for me as well. And then the other show, Do We Really Know Them? We know these people, we dig in their brains, we get to know who they are. He is the first guest in person that he's allowed me to be on. So amazing. Appreciate you, Carl, for being here.
Yeah, so now that we're going to try to merge and blend these two together, I was on his game show, but now I want to talk about funding. So maybe what we should do is plan a special show with questions about funding, and we'll see how much Omar knows about funding.
That would be good.
Yeah, I think we should get that scheduled.
Yeah,
all right. That would be all kinds of fun. I was a guest on a show yesterday, and I was having trouble trying to keep my guests and myself from not looking bad because I was talking about stuff and it was different. We were having a little bit difference of opinions and so on. But yeah, the Successful Funding Show is here to share my knowledge over 46 years of working with startups and businesses on raising funding for charities, government projects, community programs, the whole nine yards. They all have commonalities on how to tell your story, talking to the right person. And in doing that, you've got to be selective, targeted, you've got to be precise in what you say to who you're talking to. Because it's like me talking to Omar, looking at you. Omar goes, he's not talking to me. He's talking to someone else. And I am. I'm talking to my audience. So, Omar, this is great that you're in town. I'm so happy you're here. And, we're going to put this up on the internet where you can see it forever. Whether you want to watch it is totally at your choice at that point in time.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah, it's different. So when we're on doing a show, usually on camera, we're always staring at the screen and we're not assuming that. But then we do have, we're a really person. We can actually physically touch each other. We're here, you know, and so yeah. Different rule. Talk to each other. So it's amazing. It's amazing, you know. And so that's awesome. Yeah. And so when the show airs in September, season 4 will air. We'll have more guests, and we'll love to do the game show as well. So.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. So thank you all for tuning in to this special episode of Successful Funding and my special guest, Omar.
Perfect. Thank you.